What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel, and this is Fire Bunches. My name is Ram, and thank you so much for coming to this show. So, hey, this is gonna be my first ever episode. I'm trying to make it kind of different from the trailer that you guys might see on the first page of my channel, but um, I just can't dodge some of the mistake that some of the YouTuber or VTubers that make for their very first videos. So I mean things like I have to introduce myself, about what this channel is, actually a larger or more detailed version, and also why I'm here, and how I could, using this channel as a vehicle to pass my personal experience in the past, career tends, my ups and downs, and unemployment to help you guys. So just bear with me, and the show's gonna start. Let's see. So yeah, like I said, this is gonna be a very first episode that I will talk about who I am, about my background, education, my especially my professional experience as by far, and why I am here. How am I supposed to? I'm unfortunately still working as a salary man, in some Japanese description, salary man, taking paycheck by paycheck. But why I'm here to introduce myself to the world by using this channel, and talk about my personal experience. And a third thing would be, I'm going to talk about some of the funny experiences, and also a top ranked quote unquote interview and application experiences, so that you will have a brief picture about what this channel, what it is about, and what I will down the road, what I will do with my experience to you guys. Um, just like all the other channels, you can't be too serious, especially when you dealing with different interviewers, even your competitors, interviewees. So I gotta have something fun, the tops or the top tens and bottom tens or least tens, my favorite, least favorite interviewers, companies, and even job hunting stories, unemployment stories for that. So yeah, so let's get started. So who the hell I am? Um, I cannot tell you all about me, because I'm, like I said, I'm still working for somebody. I can have my own company, which is the way that I'm working to. And in the meantime, the reason I cannot tell you all about myself is that I also have somebody that I need to protect with. But can't be too serious, right? So basically, like I said in the trailer, I started my personal career as a student. I started with the STEM education program, which basically was a top 10 undergraduate department or undergraduate program that I was trying to attend to in the U.S. nationwide. I don't think my department was ranked top wise in the world, but I believe we do have top ranked professors in the specialty area that I was trying to study, or I finished to study with. And so that, well, if it's just top 10 undergrad program, it doesn't really mean too much to me, but it gave me the opportunity to um, go to school with, like my classmates, because I believe they're very smart, because it's top 10 undergrad nationwide. You gotta have some standards, very tough standards, to get certain amount of people, and also certain types of uh, how can I address it? Certain levels of IQ, people with certain levels of IQ to get into this specifically program and also this specifically school to do this specifically major. And hopefully, whoever got in could be graduated. But that means it did have an opportunity to get exposed to top ranked professors, um, sort of top ranked students as my classmate, and maybe here and now or here and there, I did have chances to be contacting with top ranked companies, professionals, because we did have opportunities to have those people come in to do some speech. All right, so enough about the school. And like I said, yep, a good college or good opportunity for education doesn't mean everything for your success. But one thing I found is very interesting is that it gives you the mindset, just at least a little piece of it, the mindset for you to ready to get set up for whatever reason um, that you want to bring yourself into success. Hmm. I think one example I can give out to you right now, right here, is the way of thinking. I think at most I can tell you that a STEM, I was actually engineering. So STEM is one of the STEM is the letter E, engineering. Um, One example is that after the finishing the degrees in college, I did have sense and I even have practices in how to figure out ways to solve problems. That sounds so funny, but the engineering way that I learned is basically you started with issues. What's your issues in this problem or in this thing you're working on? You find out the issues and you list the possibilities or the items that you have to tackle these issues that you're trying to solve for this thing or in engineering, like for this project. And more or less, when you started tackling down these issues, you have to figure out a way to solve these little issues that going to help you or even going to finish the bigger picture or the bigger difficulties for you to conquer in order to solve the bigger problems or the ultimate goals. So, I mean, that's what I found out very interesting that I learned from the school. And hey, even this channels. I was trying to build up a channel that I can have to talk to every one of you who's currently watching this channel or this video about my personal experience. But I couldn't just start pouring stuff, pouring all of the experience that I have to you at one time. Oh, in this case, I will have to make hundreds of hours videos, but that's not going to work out. So I sorted out what kind of experience that I have into different categories, or maybe into different interviews, maybe into different company that I interviewed and job applications, and also sorted out what's good stories or good experience that I have into different situations like story that I when I had an interview and I got jobs, story that I have good sense that I got this interview but I didn't have job. So these are little pieces that I cut through by trying to solve different smaller issues in order to achieve or approach solving the bigger issue, which is establish a successful channel like this one. Hopefully, hire bunches, fire bunches. So that's why I think this is very interesting that I got from college, that the mindset and along the road I'll talk I'll tell you more about this, but I believe other people's who having other channels would talk specifically about this topic about mindset you got, successful mindset you got from college. Anyways, so that's the second part of about myself. And yeah, the third part about my STEM education was trial and error. Like I said, you have issues, you found issues that you're trying to solve to conquer bigger issues that will bring you the ultimate goals of achieving something. So you gotta have, well, a lot of people have a lot of different theories. I mean, Steve Jobs got theories about Apple. I believe Bill Gates, Elon Musk, or anybody else like the successful YouTuber you ever know. I mean, they all had theories, but if you never try it, or if you never try by using mindsets, and you never try and found arrows, I don't think you can find any other easier way or more efficient way to achieve your goals. Um, One example is actually when I'm making videos. I have to say I'm pretty rookie about making YouTube channel and making YouTube video. Although well, s some of my sidekicks or side hustle was helping different YouTubers. Some of the very famous one. I can tell you who it is because I signed all the NDAs, non-disclosure agreement, with them. But for making YouTube videos, this is my very first time. So if I didn't ever try it, or I just making theories, or I just making scripts like like this PowerPoint, and never trying to make videos, I'm just planning. I can plan for 10 other videos for my channel. I can plan for 100 videos for my channel, or I can even plan out all of my contents, but only on paper. Never try to make one. I can't imagine I would never set the very first step for building up the channel. That's not gonna make sense. And in the meantime, when you try your theory out, whether it's crappy theory or whether you think it's a successful theory, you don't know when, where, and how you're gonna make mistake, right? And if you don't know, you don't hit the ground, you don't hit the wall, quote unquote wall, you know what it is. You can't just get experience. And if you can't get experience, you can't grow up. And that's gonna be terrible for your channel. Anyway, so that's probably so far the three or two great things that I learned from college, rather than just fame of the school, reputation, professors, and all the shining diamonds, quote unquote, of the whatever the department has done so far. But this is not about my education, this episode. This is about who I am, what I'm thinking, how I'm thinking, to making the videos about my pre-experience in interviews and application. And well, another fun fact about myself, I do speak different languages. I won't tell you now. I guess some of you are very smart, can a little bit hear my accent. I mean, you could take a wild guess and leave a comment. I might hit likes or give you some gifts. I can't promise, but I can give you something if you guess it right. But I will leave the secret. I won't spoil the party, but I will keep it until the right time. I'll review what language that I speak and write and written. And even my family is multilinguistic language, or multilinguistic families. There's some history about my family. Sorry, not family. I don't have history of family, by the way, but they different of them, different people. They learn different languages and totally different to each other. So I would do something like that. Maybe sometimes we have live stream. I think that would be fun. But hey, the point is, during my education, during my career experience, um, well, if you try to learn a language to impress somebody or to, um, hmm, I would say in modern days, in nowadays, with so fast internet speed, efficient network services, and also, um, how can I say it? I would say talent, the different talents that you can get on market, either job market or whatever market is. Hmm. I think being a multilinguistic isn't that necessary. If you have different opinion, just feel free to leave comments. I will check it. But yeah, I mean, that's just my understanding. But I won't, kind of off track a little bit. But I won't. We can discuss later during my other episode. But I will definitely make a multilinguistic. How this is gonna affect my job interview experience and also job application. Even how could I got my current current career opportunity by being multilinguistic? But yeah, I think that's a very low possibility that you need to have be multilinguistic. Anyway, all right. Now, besides my education background, now this is my career background. Yeah, I think this is gonna be a very good and very important piece because this whole channel is gonna talk about professional career about myself. How do I, um, how do I think my past career experience, professional experience, gonna help you? Why and how did I ended up with being who and what I am, and how am I supposed to help you? So let's backtrack maybe decades ago, 10 years ago, 7, 8 years ago, 9 years ago. I was probably naive, although I had good opportunities in education to this very hardcore, difficult, and but very highly reputed um, undergrad program. But when I fresh out of college, um, I took a job that I didn't really like, but I think I can. This will be something I'll talk about later in this episode. But overall, so far, I see myself as a career person. I see myself as a technical consultant. So basically, that means um, first, yes, I have worked with and helped with even achieve goals, common goals with different clients. Like I said, I am part of STEM engineering. I did most of my career. I did have to talk to different people. So basically, I would say 60-70% of my part of my job was to talking to people, not just chit chatting, but talking to them, find them. Hey, mindset, engineering mindset. Talking to them, getting issues out of them where they have to achieve a goal. Along the process, they have to achieve a goal. So that's that's why I was emphasizing why mindset is very important to me. So yeah, that's part of my job here. So using different methodology to help different clients achieve their goals, and that really give me opportunities to overseas people from different careers, from different backgrounds, from different industry, and even from different countries. I have worked with people from, let me see, probably 6 different countries at least, and basically, um, do I ever? Yeah, I think Africa is one of them, the continental geographics. Um, I don't think I ever spoken, um, career-wise, I ever spoken to anyone from Australia. Yes, Asia, yep. Um, Africa, I said that, and of course, Americas, North and South America both, and Europe, yeah. So probably cover all continental-wise, but and not Australia, unfortunately. But yeah, hey, don't hate me, any people watching from Australia. But yeah, that's I think that's a part of advantages I can took from my career. So the people watching skills maybe, and international experience that I think I actually had applied into one of my actually few of my job application and interviews. Now, lastly, but but not the least, like I said, in the past decade, I did have rise and falls. So I um, think by far I have worked with 5 different companies, and I do actually have a strike or peak. Not like Michael Jordan, 6 reigns and six did almost three peaks, 2 peaks. Sorry, but no, I have 5 companies in 5 years I worked with. Well, somebody might say, well, Ron, probably you were too picky, or whoever had hired you or too picky on you. But I can talk about it. I'll explain later why this has happened. But I see it other ways. I see it actually gave me opportunities for me to check on experiencing and um, yes, experiencing on different company cultures. And these 5 company actually, I think at most 2 of them are pretty similar, but the other 3, or the 2 and the other 3, which is 4 different categories. Hey, engineer mindset, which is 4 different categories. They are actually. So that really gave me a lot of experience in different company cultures, the way people thinking, and specifically how I got interviews and at least golfers to to do and to introduce to you guys to succeeding interviews and applications. All right, long for short. So that's why, like I mentioned, I've been there, done that, blah blah blah. So I believe through such a career experience and also interview experience, I can definitely help you guys to succeed, at least win-win situation, to help you guys. Uh, to those who've never been to a interview or intense interview, or to those who has falls and unemployment time, hard time, which I really understand, um, to help you guys with achieving your goals. Well, at least help you to find out what my way was, and maybe you can dodge it, or maybe you can take it. Now, next question: how did I ended up being who I am? And why I'm making videos in this channel. Yeah, here, right. Okay, so this is about my first job. I graduated at um, a very specific engineering discipline, and I actually wasn't very success. I didn't have much success looking for a job right out of college. So I did have a little bit break. I think it was 3 months after college. So after that, I started my first successful job hunting experience, which gave me opportunity to see how networking really works to land my first job, which is oil and gas supply. I'm sorry, supply chain company who wasn't selling oil and gases, but they selling oil and gases equipment to help people in the oil field or gas field to get out of the product that they want. Um, the reason that I landed this job is because I using my network through my family, through my friends, not through my college classmates actually, because back then, right at the right moment, I think most of them, probably 60% of them, didn't even figure out what the hell they want to do, or they wasn't able to land a job offer. So yeah, for some sort of level, I think I was winning, but who knows, right? Who knows? And so that's how it is. The first very company, back in early 2000, oh, I'm sorry, late 2000s, I had my first job out of college. It was a sort of specialist and slash management position. There were probably 50-ish people in that company, and my team got. I was assigned to one supply chain inventory system, which was worth $220 million or something. It was okay. I can tell you was as much I can tell you was drilling system or drilling equipment for oil field, and part of it was drilling rigs, blowout preventer or the bomb blowout machine or the BOP, sorry, the blowout preventer, and pump stations, stuff like that. It's very heavy, very big, but it's also very expensive. So the inventory system is very expensive. And my major duty was, I think, back then I always have had 5 guys to help me with supply chain system, to help me with warehouse system, as well as logistics system. Trucking companies come by back and forth. So yeah, I do have 5 guys, which I call it 5 shotguns. Um, well, but that didn't last long. I think I stick around for about almost 2 years. Then, back to the late 2000, the oil and gas market's pretty strong, and I again work through my networks. I think this time I talked to one of the alumni I barely know through a college career fair, and he opens up this opportunity to me, and he said, "Hey, I think you're pretty good, and I know the kind of crap you've been through, the same program that I graduated, LOL. So why don't you talk to my current boss, and let's find out." So I found it out, and I jumped the ship, became a technical consultant officially. So that was when I first started as my current part of the job as a consultant. But what happened? Yes, in the mid of 2010s, unfortunately, the oil gas market just crashed. I think that was back in the one of the major project that I was working on. I really got tortured down, and we lost the hell of the jobs. And the company that I was working with, and also the same company my alumni refer me to, and I networking with, that company let me go just like that, blank. You can't do anything. I mean, I couldn't do anything. I think some of you guys who's currently experiencing, hopefully not, but who had experience in layoffs, that's what it is. And tell you the truth, I wasn't even 25 when I had that, so that was really a bad experience. No, I'm sorry, I wouldn't say bad experience, but a difficult time. I didn't know what to do. When I had the situation like that, I talked to some senior people. I'm not saying senior position, but quote unquote older people, and they're very optimistic. They say, "Hey, look, Ron, it's you're in the industry, right? They need young folks. They wouldn't let you go because you're younger than the anybody else, and they couldn't let you go. They couldn't sacrifice younger folks. Don't worry, just chill out and be yourself." And I believe after that, 4 weeks later, I was let go. But I'll talk more details when we have other episode when I focus on the unemployment stuff. Yeah, so that was when I started my 10 years rampage. Um, I got 10 years. I got 5 different companies. Some of them let me go, some of them I quit, and some of them just I'll tell you later. And yeah, and even I live across different states. I started on the East Coast, then somebody let me go, and I try other areas in East Coast, and another opportunity, this and that. And then I travel back and forth, Gulf Coast, East Coast. Well, I don't know why, but I never been to on West Coast for any career opportunity. But I did have a very successful experience interviewing with some of the West Coast companies. Pretty cool, you'll see. Yep, like I said, been there, done that. Um, some of the interviews that I had was really interesting. They did give me actually I think back in 2016 when I was informational interview with one of the top professors in his field from Ivy League, uh, where I was trying to get my master degree at, but I quit. So the professor from that school, I was informationally interviewed. I did actually have a list of my tops, some of the funniest story or funniest interviewers that I had in my past job hunting experience. So I can share some right here. Yeah, the most distant interviews. You'll be shocked when I talk about. And the longest single interviews. How many hours? You'll be surprised. And yeah, the shortest single interviews. It wasn't very embarrassing experience, but I could tell how this company works, especially in a situation like hiring people. So I say it wasn't an embarrassing interview, but it was an embarrassment to that company. We'll see. And also the most efficiency month for my interview. I don't recall how many exactly, but I need to go over my notes. But I think its on-site interview was like 6. We'll see. And the most techie interview, I remember that one. They threw a lot of terms. Fortunately, it was all in my area, but in my field. But I just feel like it wasn't necessary. I can share some experience on that too. And I think that this is the last one. The most foreign interviews. Yes, it it's a long distance interview. It wasn't that distant, but it's the setup. It's very foreign. I'll show you. I'll share that with you. Okay, so etc. etc. This is just some examples that I can give you a little pick about what's gonna happen during my videos recording on my channel building up. Hopefully, we'll get soon enough views and likes and sharing. And I do want to do that because I also want to have you guys share your experience with me so that we both learn or we all learn. Um, well, even with that, I believe that even some people are gonna ask, so why the hell are you here? Why the hell you think you can help me? Well, I can tell you these different numbers to keep in mind to sleep on it for you guys. Why I can help you, and I'll review what it is or what they are in the later on episodes in my channel. Well, the first one would be 579. Take a guess what it is. And the second one will be 212. Next one will be 31. And the next one will be 18. All right. Keep in mind, 579, 212, 31, and 18. So, with all this respect, man, hey, this is this is gonna be, I believe this is gonna be great start for my channel. I think these are the things that I can help you guys. Just even at least just walk through my, I don't know, for you maybe it's a successful experience, but just even if you think this is a failure or a failed experience, failure experiences, or crappy experiences, I think I would help you at least to dodge the bullets that I had along the way, along the process of my job hunt experience. But hey, with all the respect, again, this is Ram. This is Hire Bunch and Fire Bunches. Hopefully you will like my videos. So please remember, subscribe, likes, share, comments, and hit the likes button, of course. But when you subscribe, please also remember to click on the notification button. So whenever I have episodes, you guys will be the first one to know. And oh, by the way, I'm going to start off some different channel of social media, so I can post something I think of from my past experience. Not really have to go into a long episode videos, but sometime I will share some thoughts with you guys with shorter experience on social media. Hopefully, well, hey, this is Rom, Hire Bunches, Fire Bunches. Well, hopefully I'll see you soon. Peace out.